reflects Filipino values.
The usage of internet, too much using of internet, can affect your personality, which is you can if you are the values of the Filipino will be degraded if you are too much in using internet. Thank you.
I completely agree with you. I agree 100%. Patricia, nakita ka na kanina. Ang ganda-ganda ng mga paggalaw-galaw mo. Pag nakikita ka ng camera, si Patricia kanina, pag natututukan ng camera, gumagano isang ang ganun. Nasa kunyari may camera dito. Ayan, andyan yung camera actually. O kunyari may music. Pagin naman ako ng music dyan, sir. Busy nag-text. Ako po. Pagin naman ng music, sir. Isang ano lang. Ayun. Ayan, kunyari, production ng Berlin. Titingin ka sa camera. Paano yung ginagawa mo mga post kanina? Ayan! Ladies and gentlemen, Patricia Venus Paves on Tupod. Maraming salamat. Tuwang-tuwa si Jojo sa'yo. Ibang tupod? Tama ba magsabi ko? Tupod. Was recently awarded Tupod the Ideal Award for its relative success in the fight against illegal drugs. Congratulations. And the question is, how can you contribute to make your whole province of Lanao del Norte absolutely drug-free?
I can foster the municipality of Tubod and bring it to the province of Lanao del Norte. My municipality is a drug-free municipality with the help of the mayor of Leoncia Sibagol. I can contribute as a beauty queen, as empowering young millennials, and then bringing them into the good side of the world and keeping them one, giving them so much love and care so that the people of the woods would foster the province of Lanao del Norte. Thank you.
All right. The municipality of Sultan Naga Dimaporo, Rochelle May Habla. Rochelle May Habla. Ang haba ng pangalan ng municipality mo. Sultan Naga Dimaporo. So 3 words talaga siya. You know what? You have such a precious aura, if you don't mind me asking. May natutunan ako sa'yo. Your town of Sultan Naga Dimaporo has been consistently awarded with the seal of good local governance. Congrats. Grabe talaga yung mga samasali pala dito. No? Now, what are the 2 best qualities that define good governance?
Good evening, everyone. I believe that Sultan Naga Dimaporo governed the municipality well because Muslim and Christians are being united for prosperity, and I believe that the governance of Honorable Owan Dimaporo together with his father have willingly shared their effort, and they really care for the greater good of the municipality. That would be all. Thank you.
From the municipality of Baroy, Erica Jane Delvin. I have learned that in your town of Baroy, meron na kayong mga cooperatives that produce, promote, and sell local products, that form part of your tourism industry. Now, how do you think cooperatives are a potent force in our economy? Paano natin masasabi na talaga namang nakakapalaganap ito ng ating ekonomiya?
Of course, we are not an island. Municipality of Baroy needs cooperatives to gain economy and to increase our status. So of course, these cooperatives would help us to boost our economy by using the products of Baroy, the clay, especially the giok, the Giniakan Festival, which is from the clay, and also the banig, and also our Lechon Festival. Well, the Lechon Festival is the most awaited festival of Baroy, and I'm so very proud of it. And because of it, the tourists will go to Baroy, and by that, like you wanted to go, then by that, the tourists will go, and the economy of Baroy will boost. Arriba, Baroy!
The municipality of Maigo, Janine Chilochin. The town of Maigo is known for its beautiful beaches. Siyempre, napakaganda rin ng mga babae bilang taga-Dugga. Now, in your personal view, how successful are we in keeping our seas protected from the future generation?
we keep our oceans protected through, of course, the influence of social media, because through this, we can influence the youth to take care of the environment and not take for granted every little thing that could even save the ocean and our Mother Earth through waste management and, of course, recycle and use alternative ways such as avoiding usage of straws. Thank you.
Now we're going to be hearing from the municipality of Magsaysay, LA, Tangaro. Confessed beauty pageant fanatic. Now she has in fact won a title that supports environmental causes. Now your question is, what do you think is the most pressing environmental issue today that we should all put our attention to?
One pressing problem that we are facing now is the solid waste management. Ladies and gentlemen, we only have one world, one earth, and one home. If we could think less for ourselves and more for the environment, then we can surely make this world a better place to live in. Thank you.
All right, LA! Adele! Hello! Familiar face!
We met in Kuyamis actually.
That's right, kaya I remembered your face. Sabi ko pa, naalala ko tong si Sakat. Very, very familiar, very beautiful. In your profile, that you love doing your own makeup. Now, do you think women nowadays have become too obsessed with vanity?
Each of us, we have an own personality and authenticity. Well, I love putting makeup. Why? Because people nowadays, they are not going to base your personality. They are basing on your beauty. They are love their beauty. So I love putting makeup just to express me, not just my personality. Because now people nowadays is very, very obsessed for the people. So that would be all. Thank you.
All right, candidate from La La, Aaron and all the Beck Tagal. Wow! Alam mo, ang ganda mo. Ang sarap mong tignan. Aaron! Ang dami mo palang fans. Aaron, not Beck Tagal. Sorry, Aaron talaga yung pronunciation. Aaron. Wow, all right. Now, Aaron here is a second-year med student. Guess where? At the Ateneo. What's up, Atenista? All right, now with the growing concern of mental health and of course as a medical student, how do you think the Philippines is progressing in addressing these mental health issues?
Mental health is one of the crucial problems that our society is facing right now, not just in our country but all over the world. In fact, mental health is as important as our physical health, because according to WHO or the World Health Organization, health is not just merely the absence of the disease, it is an equilibrium of our mental, physical, social, and spiritual well-being. And yes, I agree that our government is doing something to address mental health, because depression is not a joke. Thank you and good evening, Lana del Norte!
Lakas ng dating ni Aaron. Maraming salamat from La La. That was Aaron Nalvin Beck Tagal. This on the league. Do you understand Filipino?
Yes, in fact, I do understand Filipino. I'm very fluent in Cebuano and I'm also very fluent in Tagalog, actually. I think that it's actually quite a disservice to me.
Annabelle, did I say your last name right? McDonnelly or McDonald? McDonald! Oh, all right, like the fast food restaurant. Now, you know what? You're very interesting. You wrote a very interesting info in your profile that you actually dreamed to become a diplomat. Grabe, a diplomat someday. Now, how do you feel about the Philippines cutting diplomatic relations from or with other countries?
I think that in the wake of globalization, establishing foreign ties is of the essence. I think that especially with drastic situations coming from West Philippine Seas and our arguments with China, I
I think that we should still require diplomatic solutions, not just because to foster goodwill for future investments for our country, economically and politically, but I also think that it is for the safety and for the betterment of our Filipino people to foster the essence of humanity. Because in 2019, that is what the world needs right now. Thank you.
You are very welcome from the municipality of Munay. Give it up for Nina Halaka. For our 11th candidate, congratulations for being part of such a beautiful lineup of ladies. Now, you wrote in your profile that your advocacy is to support your town's solid waste management project. Now, we recently heard in the news about Canada and South Korea dumping their waste onto the Philippines. How do you think we as a nation should deal with this?
It aims my advocacy that solid waste must important in our country. We must use the 3 R's as always. We must give our country as clean environment as we are beautiful in ourselves. Thank you.
Hearing from Matulao's Karen Andanza. Karen, parang ilang pageant mo na to because you have such a confident aura.
This is my second pageant.
Second pageant ever. Now, Karen, I read also in your profile that one of your talents is dancing folk dances. Nakakatuwa naman. Now, that's not quite common these days. Now, do you feel that the younger generation now has less love for the arts compared to before? Again, do you feel that the younger generation now has less love for the arts than before?
I think in this generation, we sometimes neglect the arts, especially the folk dances. And as a teacher by profession, I encourage everyone to please dedicate yourself to knowing your own culture, because the culture is the window of your identity. Thank you.
Wow. Bugan Princess Nicole Segundo. So I hear that you are now in your first year of college, taking up BS Fisheries, major in aquaculture. Wow, congrats, that's very, very interesting. Now, do you think our Filipino fishermen's access to our own seas have become limited in the recent years?
Yes, I believe that. I take up this course because I want to be an inspiration to everybody, and I also wanted to aware people that our marine life is crying silently and is asking for help, and so the time to act is now. So this is our chance now for a better Philippines, so let us be as one. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, this time we're going to be moving on to another segment of the competition. But, of course, before we head on over to that, I am going to ask you guys to breathe and remember to upload your photos by following our Facebook page. So meron po tayong Facebook page ng Lanao del Norte. Mga kaibigan, we will return.